What is going on, everybody? It's the last AOG checking in once again with another stream. You already know what it is. Appreciate you coming through. Wisecrack17, go check him out. This man's over there making that podcast, yo. Go check him out. So today is another episode of the build showcase series for Nioh 2. Super endgame stuff. Me just running through Depths 30 with builds that I find fun. This particular build is a special build for me. This is my first build that I cleared it with. Had us a little bit of modifications, but I'm just gonna go through real quick and show y'all the gear that I'm working with here. Quick side note, Wild Boar Crest Helm is really good for defense. And we also have the faded Tantenashi armor. So 4 pieces of that. 1 piece of the Wild Boar for the helmet. And so 5 pieces Tantenashi. 3-piece Tsukuyomi for the defense down on magic hit. And yeah, 6-piece Oyamatsumi for the extra health so we don't get one shot. So yeah, we're definitely rolling here. This is like one of my best setups. I did notice that the other build, just by design, outstripped it in damage, but not in utility because I can actually take a hit in this build and not really sweat it. Yeah, we're just gonna play. Show you guys what's up. Hopefully you guys are enjoying yourselves on this glorious day. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Appreciate y'all hanging out, but we're going. It's happening. This is the 8th this map. This is the 8th setup that I'm showing off. We got 12 more to go after this one, so we're just gonna push through, keep going. Monster Hunter is calling my name. I really want to play it and stream it, but we got some work to do. So I had it before I started the stream. I was thinking like, what should I do for the Soul Core situation, because I really like this guy's actually gonna make me use a health heal. So I really like Bakugani, but I gotta admit, the anima gain with White Tiger is just so good. As you can see, I don't want to knock him off the edge because I'll miss my drop. Actually, you know what? I actually need to start over. Actually, I'm not gonna do that because Gyoki is really does not care. Gosh, I really didn't want to knock him off. Anyway. Moving right along. Yep, see, this map is just notorious for enemies just falling off. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Appreciate y'all coming through, saying what's up. You guys are awesome. Keeping your awesome selves. We're gonna just keep on playing. Okay. All right. Jeez, that Ongyoki was really trying to kill me. So one annoying thing about Oni bees. They can literally just stay on you and keep biting you. It's weird. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to farm gear for this build on this run. I forgot to take it off my accessory, the equipped armor, but it's all right. I don't want to start over. We're already here. Oh no, I got hit. I tanked the Indiana Jones boulder. Hilarious. Yo, any other build, I'd be dead. Hilarious. That's a hilarious way to demonstrate the tankiness of the build. Oh man, we're off to a great start. Yeah, this is my old tried and true, so shouldn't be any surprises here. May swap the soul cores around every now and then. We'll see. I'm just so used to having Brute out most of the time. We'll see. I'm actually deciding if I want to change the build or not. I don't know what I would change it to though. I've been fooling around with all the other builds and it's been giving me some ideas on how to change it. The 14% damage buff for 7-piece Oyamatsumi does look enticing, but I would have to figure out what to put in that extra slot. We'll see. This guy's in a covered spot. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling, y'all. I'm essentially getting warmed up right now. So I'm so not used to using Phantom on Phantom during the you know, exploration phase, I should say. Oh, you're back, Wise? Appreciate you. Welcome back. Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't played Rise of the Ronin, but I heard great things. I did play Wo Long though. I just never went back and finished the DLC because at that time I kind of like took a step away from streaming. But we're back. Literally just set it and forget it. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well and enjoying Rise of the Ronin, and yeah, gearing up for your Nioh runs. I feel like the game got a bad rap. Maybe it was bad on PC when it launched, but on PS5 it's smooth as butter. Yeah, that's the thing is, it's tough releasing your game that's not optimized, and I'm even feeling this with Monster Hunter. It has to get resolved. I mean, like, if you have people that can't even play the game, I get it if, you know, if it's on their side. But doing that in this day and age, you're gonna get called out on it. Yeah, even if it's, you know, even if you're a beloved company, you're going to get called out. So yeah, what you're witnessing right now is the deepest of the deep end game in Nioh 2. And I'm still deciding if I want to keep White Tiger in the rotation. I think I'll take him out just for this run, because I'm just more consistent with Bakugani. Orange is finishing Ghost of Tsushima first. Oh, see, that's the thing. That game is actually dope. I played that game and beat it. I don't remember if I streamed it or not. I don't think I streamed it. I thought that was a little bit too graphic. Like, even this game is graphic with, like, you know, the gore and everything. But Ghost of Tsushima is like, bruh, serious. Just made it to the second territory. Yeah, that's a fun game. I'm curious about Ghost of Yote though. I really haven't taken a look at the footage for it. But I imagine it's gonna be a good game regardless. It's just, you know, people are attached to Jin Sakai. I totally get that. They're attached to you know, just the character. Some people wanted that to be a second game for him, but his story concluded. And I agree. They needed to move on. As much as I love that character, especially the voice actor for Jin Sakai in Japan, Japanese voice actor, plays Zoro in One Piece. Like, I know that voice. So yeah, I definitely get it. Feels like there's a lot to improve in Ghost of Tsushima. It's not a bad game. Gaming has grown since it came out. Yes, so there's a lot of games that copied off that game. Just saying. God, you gotta get range on that move. Oh, is there another enemy coming out? There's 2 dots. Oh. Oh, they're trying to jump me. Purple enemy too. Anyway, yeah, the winners get copied. That's where winners need to evolve to keep the W. Yep, exactly. Gotta get the W, just like the W I just got just now. All right, warming up. Pet the kitty cat. Mission complete. All right, so this is essentially the end game for Nioh 2, super late end game. It's 5 floors of areas where you have to find the little Kodama to give you buffs when you go fight the bosses. When you get down to, I think it starts at floor 21, you have to fight 3 bosses in a row for each floor to progress. In the beginning, they only do 1 boss, but they start to add on more pressure as they go along. Yeah, you're making this game look easy. I remember dying more. Oh yeah, so I'm super late game veteran. Like I said, my recent escapades involve me making several different builds, and I'm posting them all on YouTube. So yeah, this is basically just a recording session with you guys and just hanging out and streaming, but soon we'll be back to our normally scheduled programming. Monster Hunter, Street Fighter, some more Nioh 2, but I have plans for this game after I'm done. But yeah, I'm definitely, don't be fooled by this game. Sometimes I still get caught out there because you got to be on point with your strategy, not only your strategy but your execution. And you definitely gotta be ready, man. You gotta be locked in. Yeah, I think I want White Tiger in the lineup, but for its stats, but I can't justify it. Like fighting that first Ongyoki was like, I'm forcing it. Because I can't fit White Tiger on the Guardian Spirit that I like to use for mobs. So I'll take him off for now. He's just along for the ride. That's fine. But yeah, this game definitely in my top 5, top 10 of all time. I gotta say, it's bittersweet because I wish I had more time to play, but at the same time, it's like, it is what it is. I'm glad I had time to play and, finally get this project done, because I wanted to do this project years ago. But with the announcement of Nioh 3, I was just like, I gotta get this done now. So this guy, Yoshitsune, is a little bit broken down here. And what I mean by broken, not like, overpowered or anything. I mean like actually not working correctly. So yeah, I encourage you, definitely check out my YouTube channel, follow it, subscribe, all that jazz. But compare my level 30 gameplay to any level 30 gameplay you find. And you'll see, what this game is truly about. Because you have to build to your strengths. Like I'm on my tank build right now. So I kind of play this way with my other builds. but my tank build allows me to do a lot, as long as I'm playing within the rules. Because I did notice that down here, the bosses, they gain a lot of health when they hit you, but I don't think they gain that health when you're hitting them, if you're trading. So I kind of have been abusing that interesting tidbit. He's almost done. I just gotta... Hold on, I'll get to the chat in a second. Trying to go against the grain. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like I said, this gameplay right here, there's a lot of people who beat the depths, like even without, you know, Oyamatsumi, which is like a comfort set to give you extra health so you don't get one shot down here. But there's not a lot of people that post a lot of footage about this down here. That's why I kind of wanted to post a lot of this. Watch out for that living weapon. It is not advised to rush William down while he has living weapon out. I just am on my tank build, and my tank build is designed to tank elemental damage, so yeah. My build does not care about that. Hello. Oh, really? I can dodge that. Hold on. False start. I just know this fight so well now. Oh, he heard me. I'm talking trash. All right, time in. That last swing, he always makes his mark on that last swing. I used to do the whole dance, the dodge song and dance with that guy until I figured out how to rush him down. Get rid of him as quickly as possible so we can move on to the next map. All right, floor 27. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely check out my gameplay and then check out, you know, other Depths 30 clear gameplay. Community, it does like to show off technical combo wise. but I think my gameplay stands out because I literally just steamroll them by myself. Like a lot of people that have cleared it in the past do use the extra NPC that you get, which is not, I'm not like, saying that's a bad thing, but I always face down the enemies solo. Um and sometimes I use sloth because I feel like sloth is frowned upon by the community, but at the same time it's like the game is balanced around it. Some of my builds do have it because there's just lack of having something better in that slot. Um, I don't have it on this one, but it is a very strong tool that should be used when necessary. And yeah, I do like the building aspect of this game a lot. I hope it doesn't get like the technical side of building doesn't get nerfed too much, but I definitely understand if they make it easier to get into. That's for sure. I love that move. The brute grapple after knocking them out of key with a burst counter is just chef's kiss. It gets so much damage. Send him flying. I knew he was dead. Kasha hit him constantly with that much health left. Bruh, it's over. Yo, where'd this guy come from? Just watch it all go down, huh? All right. Open this already? Yep. All right, I think I'm warmed up now. Okay. Wow, he got scorched with one hit. Okay. Ooh, he dodged it. Yep, just rocking and rolling, y'all. Another day in the Nioh office. I was telling a friend the other day, shout out to JD Smooth. I was texting with him. I was like, man, I'm going to be kind of bummed when I'm done with this. Because just all the discovery, right? Finding another mountain to climb. But I've definitely became a better player. Just that sequence I just did just now, man, it's just so much different. I'm gonna go back and watch my old gameplay and compare it to what I'm doing now. It's definitely different. I'm super excited in preparation for Nioh 3. That's going to be insane. And I did have some modifications last minute for this build. I went with star active skill key and active skill damage on the chest instead of damage taken and active skill damage. Which at first I was like, it kind of goes against the build because it's a defensive build to be missing that 5% or 3% damage taken, 3 to 4%. But I have it on the waist, so I was like, let me try it and see. And I feel like I made the right choice. But this game, you gotta know where your percentages are at. Sorry, Squeaky. So sorry. You gotta know where your percentages are in order to maximize your damage to synergize your build properly. That's the best way to do it, because once you know, put together your build in a way that allows you to, you know, put all your stats together like towards one point, it accentuates your playstyle. See, for me, I like to be super aggressive and also use Ippon a lot to break key. So there's a couple things that I needed for that to happen. I need good anima gain bonuses, and I need good key management, key recovery, speed. And I also need good active skill key damage, because I like to use active skills a lot to break key. So I just kind of need all those together. And if you look at my gameplay, I'm using the same, essentially using the same moves across each build, because the stats are very similar, what I look for. However, the differences is in the set bonuses where the damage spikes and the changes occur. Oh, there's a sniper over here. Hold on. So yeah, that's the big difference. That's why my builds are they're very similar in terms of which stats I get on the armor, but very different in terms of set bonuses. So I can essentially play my style in so many different ways, which is sick, because to me that proves that you can beat this area with however style you want. I used to think I had a passive play style, but I learned pretty quick to revert to aggressive at the drop of a hat. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like, I'm gonna use a sports analogy. It's kind of like football. You know, having a great quarterback is the best defense because you're on the field the entire time. It's kind of like that. And having a great offense is, you know, a very good defense. You know, you just try to learn the movesets ASAP. That's very helpful, especially with the active skills in this game. So when you're ready to play this game, or Nioh 1, whichever one you want to start with, learning the active skills and learning those moves and learning the moves of the enemy and how you can intertwine them together, that's what will put your gameplay to the next level. Because there is a dance, a more technical dance. I'm just so, how can I put this? I'm just so hyper aggressive that I prefer the one-sided conversation play style. See, I just interrupted him. He was gonna do a grab move, and I just interrupted it. Anything drop down there? Oh, all right, we're good. Yeah, see, you know, a lot of creators, they, you know, have a particular style where they're more technical. I'm way more brute force, and I love that. I feel like that's kind of like my staple, and I got it to my style to flow a little bit better than it did. So to see improvement at my own playstyle has been very satisfying in its own way. But yeah, this build right here, like I said, this is my tried and true. This is my bread and butter. I made a recent change to add ultimate courage to this setup to make the key recovery better on this build, and it does wonders. Let's see if I got anything good. Hold on, let's check it out. I might be able to use that, maybe. Not really. Nope, not building that set. Nope. That's what I got equipped. Not building it. Okay, nothing crazy. I did get a big, huge drop earlier this week. I think that was yesterday when I was running through with Red Zone, which is another one of my builds. Uh-oh. Here we go. Looks like Ancient Nioh Tengu has made an appearance. Jeez. All right. Tell me how you really feel. So this is one other boss that I have to slow down and play the fight. Between her and Nightmare Bringer, gotta really lock in. And to me, this is almost like almost like a karate match, like a like, you know, professional, I don't know, you know, competitive martial arts. Think about it like that. Not like MMA, but like you know, you land a hit, you get a point. Like, you got to play like that. At least I do. Because this boss, you can confuse this boss and get more elemental damage, and, you know, get more damage. But the caveat is that this boss can one-shot you in so many different ways. Like, the only buff that I care about right now is my extra life scroll. That's the only thing I care about. Like, if I wanted to build more towards how I play this fight, I would use melee damage instead of active skill damage. Which I plan on making a variation of this build later. She was out of key, so I went for a full combo. But the key to this fight is to always be ready for her to attack. You always want her to lead in this fight. And then whenever she does that little Smash Brothers short hop, she's going for a dive kick. So many one-shots. I prefer Phantom in this fight, even though you could probably use Feral. But I feel like Phantom is more consistent for the way I play. Like, greed is definitely the enemy in this fight. So you're better off just slowing down and taking your time and beating her once, and then making sure whoever is after her gets destroyed. So you don't have to fight her again. Oh man, because I remember going through for the first time. Oh man, fighting her was a nightmare. I had a whole hit list of enemies that are bosses that just ruined runs and just had me heart stuck. Oh, I didn't land her on her back. Shoot. Yeah, getting hit is just not an option. And that's not her only grab move. She has a few of them. And those shadows do dive kicks too. You can't block them. They do some crazy key damage on your block. Ooh. Gotta watch out. Oh, she's out of range. Yep, whenever she's in the air like that, dive kick is coming. See, when she's like one hit like this is when greed is the biggest enemy. Gotta be careful. All right. You again. Surprised. That was close. Get grabbed. Oh. Killed him with the counter. All right, well, whatever. Ooh, Coach Akiro. Okay. This dude plays more like a yokai enemy, a demon enemy. Yeah, he's trying it. Nah, bro. You're not gonna hype armor against this build. Yo, Ancient Nioh Tengu that early in the lineup, boy. They trying to get me. They're like, nah, you trying to win too much. Yeah, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, go check out what some of these people online, some of the community online says about those bosses that I just beat. And you know, go back and look, because I feel like this gameplay will be much more appreciated later on. Just one of those things where it's like, you know, do you really understand what you're looking at? Because when I was building all these setups, especially Living Weapon and Shinken, those first few builds that I did, I knew I had something special. Those builds absolutely shred in this game, and it makes it look like a different game you're playing. I really dislike this guy, so Konak GG. I hate the sound of him. I hate the look of him. I hate his moveset. Everything. He must die immediately. That's another thing too, is that since I know the layouts, it's you know, one of those things where I just know where the enemies are. That helps out a lot. So this game goes from some sort of Massacre Ninja Gaiden hybrid to, you know, basically me doing greater rifts in Diablo. I don't know if you guys have ever played Diablo like that, but this is essentially, you know, greater rift area where the enemies are crazy strong, and you know, the loot drops are, you know, what you need to build what you want. But we're at the midway point, floor 28. You can only go 5 floors at a time. So what I've been doing is farming the toughest 5 floors in the game, because they're random every day. They randomize. But I've noticed the layout is in a set list of, you know, what's random. So it's definitely something you can get used to. I think there's an orange enemy up here. I'm gonna change up my route. Usually I go down the hill. I'm gonna go this way first. But I find myself realizing, I realize that I do, whoa, purple spider? That's the one thing about this, is the enemies definitely vary. Never seen a purple spider before. Thought it was gonna be a different purple enemy, but I've seen purple Fuki, forgot Magatsu Warrior, purple Suiki. Not a purple spider though, that's different. So yeah, the maps are randomized. The enemy placements are generally randomized. Like the purple enemies are definitely in different spots each time. And it's each time you come in here. It's not you know, even when you come in here and beat a level, it changes, especially in the deeper depths. So yeah, I mean, that never gets old. Getting hit, hitting somebody with the Indiana Jones boulder trap never gets old. I should have opened it this way. If I would have opened it this way, that enemy down there would have got hit with the boulder too. Yeah, this is what happens when this guy steals energy from you. It's all right, though. Didn't steal enough. Okay. This guy, Kurasa Tengu. He was such a... In the first game, this guy was like such a wall for some people. Definitely learned a lot playing against that guy. Yo, did I leave this guy back here? Yeah, I'm tripping. Hold on. Freaking left the freaking Kadama over there. That's how you get the buffs for the Crucible, which is the boss area. All right. Man, when you hit that perfect key pulse, it's like a storm is clearing violently. I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it. The way that sounds. Sounds so sick. So I hope they keep the heft of the game. Because the sound effects, man, the screen shake right there. It's, man, so sick. Yeah, there's certain things you can do with AA toughness builds. You really can't do with other builds. Yeah, this one, like I said, is my go-to. Goodbye. If he's not red, if that Magatsu warrior isn't red or purple, it's gonna get destroyed. The brute grapple is so good because if you stack grapple damage on your weapon and have your accessories aligned, you're guaranteed to do really big damage when they're out of key and you hit the transform. Hit the command to transform. It is so powerful. And if you cut it off short, if you cut the transformation short, you'll get most of your meter back, which is important because that'll allow you to get that transformation back again quick. And I'm pretty much almost back to it already. You're in Brita Gauge. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, saying what's up. This game right here, like I said, is special to me because, man, I kind of found it on my own, and then it was just over from there. The word of mouth just was like, yo, what's this game? Those are the same guys who made Ninja Gaiden. Let me try it out. And here we are, years later. The rest is history. But these build videos that I'm putting out are kind of like my thank you to the devs in the community for, you know, putting out some good information, putting out a good game. Because all of these builds are so polished due to me using the resources I found online. So, you know, there's no way I could have found out all of that stuff by myself in such short time. And, you know, I'm just glad I was able to use it properly. Because some of it is like, you know, in spreadsheets and stuff. And I know how to use spreadsheets from past working opportunities. I'm just glad I was able to navigate and know all that stuff and figure it out. Put out those big damage numbers. Yes. I have a feeling though, Team Ninja is probably going to make building more accessible. We'll see how they do it though. I'm hoping they don't take the fun out of it. But we'll see. Some of the fun is figuring out the complex problems, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'll be too miffed about it. I'm already over the fact that the armor that I'm wearing right now, this setup probably won't be as good in the Nioh 3, because I think they got rid of a stat, a damage bonus equipment weight. I think they got rid of that. At least it wasn't on the armor in the beta, and that's didn't build it because of that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not seeing any soul cores that I want to keep. So I'm getting to a point where I don't really need gear anymore, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's relieving because I can just play and focus on my technique. So I'm definitely gonna keep playing until Nioh 3 comes out. That way I stay frosty. But, you know, gear is slowly becoming an afterthought. There's only a few more pieces that I would really, really like. But I only imagine that it's just going to take me time to grind it out and actually get it. Seems like a lot of companies are making the main games more accessible, but leaving the technical building to post-game. I'm hoping. Well, that's the thing, too, is that, you know, there are a few things like soul matching, like, you know, remodeling your armor and weapons. They could make better. And when I mean better, I don't mean to make any shortcuts, but to make things more apparent and make your choices more transparent. So a lot of your choices, you wouldn't know how to be optimal without looking at something online. So there's got to be either a tutorial or some sort of guide that will allow you to make more optimal decisions. But, you know, that's part of the game is, you know, learning and seeing what is possible. So it is what it is. Let me see. I'm seeing some interesting accessories, but nothing groundbreaking. I'm seeing some good accessories to kind of play around with in terms of, you know, taking my damage down a couple notches to kind of try and, combo a little bit more, but we'll see. I am also I also really do like collecting accessories too. Like if you look at my Nioh 1 profile or, storehouse, it has pretty much all Yasukani's. And I have a few of them. I still remember to this day which ones I need to use for certain fights. All right. Tell me how you really feel. Not a really big fan about this fight because of the wing blocking everything, but I get it. It is this gimmick. Yeah, he's done for. Kuroku, huh? All right. Yeah, that Kasurigama is dangerous. I cannot get hit with the sickle part of that. It does crazy amount of damage. Yeah, that move. It does like a walking version of the Reaper that the player can do. Really deadly. Yeah, I don't play with that guy. Gotta run him down. This guy again. Ooh, caught me that time. Tis but to scratch. Oh. All right. Okay. I didn't realize that was like almost like a shotgun blast type of move. Engage. I think I just low profiled that Odachi swing. Not that one. Yeah, that grab is also a one shot. Don't want to deal with that at all. Uh-oh, his key's done. It's over. Man, Megara Naotaka is stealing the show here, showing up multiple times. It's all right, though. I'm telling you, I'm going to go back and watch today how I used to fight that guy. It just wasn't, how can I put this? It wasn't smart for the way I like to play and how I build. But since I changed my style, like I said, it's become way easier to like mow down some of the more problematic glass cannon bosses. Especially like Giant Toad. Giant Toad is such a problem, man. I swear, like, out of all the bosses that I don't want to fight, Giant Toad has to be one of the worst just because of all the ninjutsu he's able to cast. And there's only 2 bosses that can basically cast spells like the player. There's Ryumen Sukuna, who casts magic. I'm talking about yokai bosses. Ryumen Sukuna casts magic. And Giant Toad casts ninjutsu. Bruh. Giant Toad is such a problem. Because he does it in a wide cone. And he has good melee attacks too with his spear. So knowing all that, there are ways around it, but the best way is to just run him down, destroy his key, and make sure he doesn't get back up again. So yeah, it helps. It helps to know the fight, and then it really helps to, well, have a tanky build, like, because I just literally tanked all that. Sorry, buddy, not today. Yeah, this is my tanky build, man. It could be tankier, but I don't want to sacrifice the damage. Actually, should I go this way? Let's go this way first. I always go that way. Okay. No matter if you're a tanky build or not, you don't want to get hit in the back by an axe guy. Axes hit dumb hard in this game. And yeah. Like a lot of speedrunners for this game, I noticed that they pick up the axe. It's for a reason. Axe is really good for big damage in one hit. Normally I would use it, but I like the multi-hits now these days. What's going on, Shadowvex? Thank you for chatting. Which graces are you using for your build? I am using Oyamatsumi and 6-piece Oyamatsumi, 3-piece Tsukuyomi for the defense down. On magic hit. And I'm using 4-piece Tantenashi with Wild Boar Crest helmet as the helmet piece for the extra damage reduction. This is, like I said, this is my bread and butter. This is the first build that got me through. Because if you notice, and in Nioh 1 and 2, elemental damage is such a huge thing. Elemental damage is such a huge thing, especially in endgame. And elemental damage on chests and accessories is paramount if you want to be as tanky as possible. Also, combine that with projectile damage reduction, which is actually easy to roll. You can be pretty tanky. I think projectile damage reduction on Nioh 1 is actually way more broken than it is on this game. So I think you can get higher percentages if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is definitely, you know, like I said, a bread and butter build. It's just so easy to play and have fun. And also, if I really wanted to, but since I'm like kind of like showing off the build, I could literally play without buffs and be okay. Because the more I think about it, when you play without buffs, right, it just means the enemy has longer to, you know, get a good hit on you. So if you have, you know, a build that can cover a couple mistakes here and there, the more your build can cover a few mistakes, the better it is in a drawn out fight. But yeah, this I really enjoy this set. This is one of my faves. And that says a lot, even though I've made a bunch of new builds for these build showcases, which is also on YouTube. Just saying. Go check it out. Check out my YouTube. Shameless plug. Yeah. And this is showcase number 8. We are going to be moving through here. We got some special builds coming up, y'all. I swear. I got some more technical builds, AA agility. Some more builds where I got to work a little bit more, but it's going to be some snappy dodges, man. I'm loving it. Yeah, I don't give Fuki any chances. Sorry, buddy. Another thing too, I don't want to say figured out, but I've started to enjoy is comboing during zero key. Like comboing when the enemy is down instead of going for a grapple is such a clutch strat. In D30, is there anything that is not cancer apart from Oyamatsumi? What do you mean? Are you meaning like just the actual fights? Uh-oh, I think I aggroed that guy. Okay. And that enemy, is he coming this way? No? All right. All right, there's a Gaki in here, so I'm gonna pop my paralysis pills real quick. Take my meds, okay? If you don't wear Oyamatsumi casual, low stance hits for 15k. Yeah, I mean, I know you can get more damage. That's for sure. But I actually had a lot of these builds set up as one build. Like I had Magatsui and Crime of Patricide together. Or no, that was Saruta Hiko and Crime of Patricide, which is actually a good combo. I had Sasano and Magatsui together. But I wanted to tune them for, clearing the Underworld without playing perfect. Because I think the a part of the community that gets like daunted with these types of challenges, they'll look at gameplay and it's like, oh, this guy plays perfect. I can't beat it. When that's clearly not the case. So I think people may get discouraged by high level gameplay. Like, oh, this guy's really good, so much better than me. There's no way I'm gonna be able to clear him. But I'm doing pretty good damage when I could be building for higher. I mean, it really boils down to how much damage you're satisfied with doing. Really boils down to preference. I prefer staying alive and getting a second chance rather than doing a lot of damage, because there's a certain saying in Monster Hunter that I've found to be hilarious, is that you don't do any damage when you're dead. you do 0 DPS when you're on the cart, right? So yeah, I like being able to tank some hits rather than doing the most damage. I mean, the damage you receive, even Gaki, is one shot, so anything that is Oyamatsumi. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the whole point. That's what I was saying. Is like, the scaling is so high down here that you don't want to be getting hit without, that extra health pool. I think a lot of people are busy forgetting that there's more than one stance in this game. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I run low stance a lot because of the snappy dodges. But when it's time to do damage, you'll see me go into high stance and Fist of Reckoning. And sometimes I use Wolf Claw and mid stance to steal some anima if I needed it. But yeah, low stance is probably, the most used. Because the iframe's on the dodge. Yeah, the iframe's on the dodge. It's just hard to get away from. All right, let's see. See if there's anything good in the store. No, nothing. All right. All right, let's get rid of the stuff that I don't need. But yeah, there are many uses to each stance. Just the whole iframe thing and the different tuck rolls in each stance makes low stance really superior in a lot of situations. Oh, didn't have an Epon right there. So I like to use Epon to high profile that stuff. He actually got me. How dare you? Oh, he got me on the back. Benkei, get out of here. Oh, Benkei. Trying to steal the show. I haven't fought him in a while, too. Again. All right. Tell me how you really feel. The second fattest key pool in the game? Benkei? Really? No way. I bet you I know who number one is. Nightmare Bringer. Which is aptly named. Akagani to the rescue. My camera. All right. Trading too much with him. He's getting his health back. All right, let's see. Ooh, got a scroll. Nice. Ooh. Yo, Tochikiro trying to win. That's so crazy how some of the enemies have so much poise, they'll just stand there and take the hits. Like, bro, you know that Kasha wheel is really messing you up right now? All right, here we go. Versus Onryoki? Really? This guy again? Really? Well, I'm not mad because I know how to crush this guy's skull, or shell rather. Ooh, he hit me with the double kick. Yeah, don't get hit with that water. Ooh, got the double hit on me. Ooh, let's go. This dude is actually trying to win. Hold on. Watch this. I haven't used this tactic in a while. Since Nioh 1. Use them spirit stones. This moveset is cool, no? I'm gonna spend the cash on this dude. Got me fired up. Yeah, elemental damage reduction for the win. I'm sorry. Because that water pool does so much damage. Especially just standing in it. I'm not sure if levitation scroll will negate that because it's something on the floor. But yeah, Kuroku is trying to clutch right now. He's still alive. Cautious stronger though. That was actually interesting. Huh. Kuroku. This man was trying to get some respect out here. Hilarious. Oh no, I think I left something back there. All right. Oh, we're on level 30 already. Not a single shell break? Really? Gonna have to check the tapes. Pretty sure he was hunched over, but gonna have to check. Let's see. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. Anything good? No? I don't use either of these. Even though Guardian Spirit Talismans are, I've heard they're pretty strong. I just don't use them. Let's see. Not seeing anything I don't have already. I think I'm gonna save those mortal soul cores. Yeah, especially the Genbu Guardian Spirit. literally launches bosses in the air. Heard that one was really good. But yeah, we're coming up near the end of the run. We're on level 30 already, which definitely to my surprise. Getting faster with these builds, but I didn't expect to go this fast with this build in particular. This is my old faithful. But yeah, I think the experience with doing these runs is starting to show. And I'm really appreciating, you know, the journey on this. And like I said before, I'm gonna be a little bit bummed when it's all over because I'm gonna have to find something else to do in this game. It's probably get, you know, better with my single sword gameplay. I did manage to get some 60k EI slashes off during my Purple Flash run and my Avenger run, which feels really amazing. I mean, I could go and add, you know, Champion of Tosa or something else to my Futsunushi build to hit even harder, but I'd rather to hit hard and be a little bit tanky and pass all the content. So Haya, yes, and the bunny is garbage. Oh, you don't like Nekomata? So Haya is actually really good. I started fooling around with Sohaya because it's like the attack version of Genbu. But I just couldn't get used to Feral in time before I started filming because I'm just so used to Phantom. Because I feel like Phantom and Feral are very similar in terms of burst counter. And because I have to, for certain matchups, Brute is just superior. Like certain matchups, Brute is superior, and for certain matchups, Phantom and Feral shine more than Brute. So I couldn't train with it in time. I discovered it too late. It never applies lightning? That's a lightning guardian spirit? I thought it was a purity one. Oh, okay, yeah. That's yeah, Nekomata is lightning. So that one doesn't apply lightning, huh? Dude, he just died. I didn't even get the grapple off. That's hilarious. Yo, what is this? Is this a purple? Purple Nupepo. Great. Yeah, this build does not care about scrapping at any time, at any point. Up close and personal. That's how I like to play in general, but this build especially, man. It makes it so easy to walk and chew bubble gum at the same time, so to speak. Like, my main Tengu is bad, as well as a 3k physical hit. Oh, that's the one you main? I think I know which one you're talking about. Yo, that purple Nepepu, bruh. It's in the corner chilling. Yeah, the more I play down here, the more I realize how much it's randomized. It's very interesting, actually. Yeah, he's done. Confusion for the win. Man, Bakugani is useful, but bro needs a shape up, bro. Needs to trim them brows, bro. What's going on, man? Bakugani. Come on, bro. All right. Moving right along. Man, I've been getting used to the animations of the enemies and like when they're swing horizontally. It's been really satisfying to, instead of going for the Ippon hit right away all the time, to go for it when it makes sense to go for it, to dodge an attack. Been super satisfying to do that. Before I would just Ippon without reason whenever. I try to, use that to continue offense. Kind of like how longsword users in Monster Hunter, use the EI Spirit Slash. Kind of the same concept. Big fan of Monster Hunter. But we're on the Nioh 2 train right now, and I'm appreciating it. Appreciating the game a lot. Oh, hold on. Can I aim through here? Hold on, let me see. Oh, I can't see. Get the horns? I did. Sick. Look at the skeletons creeping up. This is definitely not recommended, just saying. All right. Nope. See, I think that's what took my dodges to the next level. Forgot to change back to brute. See, there's certain attacks that you have to dodge through it. And knowing that is paramount. So that dodge, that grab attack that Suiki does is very similar to the attack that Tantenashi does, that grab attack, where she literally just skates at you like she's on a skateboard and grabs you. You have to dodge straight through it, which doesn't make a lot of sense. It's like, yo, she's coming to grab me on a straight line. I don't want to dodge right into that. But you have to trust the iframes on that. It's a little counterintuitive, but trust me, bro, it works. That's where dodge range up boots come in. I do not leave the house without dodge range up on boots and dodge range invulnerability, either on boots or scroll. Gotta have those. All right, this side of the map is clear. I just went the wrong way. Whoops. Actually, did I grab this? Ooh, got a helmet. I guess there's always a helmet there. All right. Almost done with this here. Hey. All right, we're cruising. Time to go to the other side of the map. Sometimes I like to hit the shrine a little bit. Actually, I might do it right now. Just hit the shrine to get my buffs for the second half of the map. That way I don't have to spend sacred brushes. You do have to like clear out certain enemies again, but I think it's worth it. So those enemies aren't red anymore. You can farm them again, but if I'm going to beat this content, I'll just skip them. Kasha to the rescue again. My fave. My dream team. Kasha, Bakugani, and Ippon. But I will say this though, all of the content you see here was basically enabled by the drop system and how Lucky Drop is set up to go for your build, you know, what you have equipped. You know, is enemy back here? Is he gonna run this way? See, this is what I don't like. If I start smacking him, hold on, let me see if I can get him to run this way. If I start smacking him, he's just gonna fall off. See? Nope, we're not dealing with that. Sorry. But yeah, Oyamatsumi is basically allowing me to make a lot of builds at once. So that allowed me to break up the sets that I already had and then retrofit them with Oyamatsumi and make them all viable for endgame. Because I think going through with Oyamatsumi is not a bad idea for first timers. And then if you want to try hard with you know, a higher damage set, you combine two graces other than Oyamatsumi, it's probably a good idea to go with that progression first. That way you can, you know, ease it in rather than go hardcore from the start. But, you know, there are people that are just built different on this game. I will say that. And I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, the skeleton guy. Oh, for some reason I was like thinking there were two of them. So I think this guy is another glass cannon. Like when he hits you, he hits really hard. But when he's out of key, he's just a punching bag. Like literally. All right. This is, like I said, the old faithful. New and improved. Oh, the Destiny player came out right there. Holy moly. Just point blanked him in the face. Man, that reminded me of D1 Trials. Res sniping? My goodness. That's probably one of the footage, some of the footage I wish I still had. Oh, yes. Good times. Many more good times ahead. Just dodged through that grab. That was interesting. All right. Moving right along. Let me go this way. Well, that was just disrespectful. Just walk up and slap me like that. Disrespect. Yo, so this monster actually has a special animation. It'll set up on you and start throwing flicker shots. I don't know if anybody's seen it before, but yeah, if you're familiar with like boxing, it'll start shooting like flicker jabs, like long range flicker jabs, like Mashiba from Hajime no Ippo. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but that's actually an interesting tidbit. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Is there anything over here? There is. Okay. All right, so we're on level 30. We're gonna see who the boss is. And yeah, wrap things up here. I knew this was gonna be an easier run for me, just because I'm just so familiar with the kit. Believe the next build we have up is I think it's Moonlighter, which is a corrupted set. Pretty sure. Pretty sure Moonlighter's next. Which is corrupted Moonlight Flutist. Should be fun. All right. But yeah, man, I'll never forget my first time doing this. And I'm on level 30, and I'm on that fog area. I'm going to get the final Kodama, and in that fog was Itsumade, and I had 0 buffs left. It was just me, Itsumade, and the spear, and I got him. Epic stuff. That was when I was a little bit more green in this area, so good times. All right, let's see. Make offering. All right, we're good there. All right, let's knock on the door and see who it is. Oh, it's Yoshitsune again. Not a big fan of this fight down here. I really do like the fight. Like when I first fought him, I thought it was so epic. The fight down here just, I think the changes, whatever they did to him, it just didn't do what I think they set out to do, because sometimes he gets stuck in the corner. He hasn't done it the last couple times I fought him, but all the issues start when he starts, you know, bouncing around from pole to pole. Probably should use Phantom for this, but I'd rather get those close range counters off rather than wait for him to drop on, you know, from the air. That attack doesn't do that much damage and doesn't really have that much consequence. Oh, that hurt. You can still catch it off sometimes, but it's just, I don't feel like I'm as consistent with it as that one. Yeah, this build is just so much better equipped to deal with this fight than some of my other builds. Oh, he caught me. That's an L. Ooh, tanked it though. Ooh, that wake up attack though. Oh, thanks. Whenever the fights go along, I know I'm trading a little bit too much. So you got a bunch of health back right there. It's all right. As long as you're doing more damage than they're getting back, you're in the plus. Yo, this dude's key is ridiculous, dude. You know, he just died. He's like, nah, my key is not gonna break. Just end it all. Oh! All right. You know what time it is. Time to dial in. Ancient Nioh Tengu's trying to steal a dance from me, I guess. I'm all set. No thanks. Switch my guardian spirit. Lean forward in the chair. Let's go. Yep. Ooh. That hurt. Oh. All right. Oh, gotta be careful. Gotta get that timing right. Big punish on that. Sick. Yo, that third dive kick goes far, man. Ooh, getting greedy. Yeah, Phantom is Really good. Coach Akiro, eh? A lot of repeats today. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes there's a lot of human enemies. Hold on. Let's spend the money. One thing you will learn is how to buff up on the run, essentially. I'll make sure I switch to Brute again. I was waiting for that. Getting used to this dude. Ooh. Is this dude invisible? What's going on right now? Game glitched? I don't know what just happened. That was crazy. All right. You know what time it is, y'all. The thing I like to do. Cannot proceed any further. This appears to be the final floor. Okay. Another level 30 run complete. Build named M1AOG. #1 tank build that I've created. This is actually the build that carried me through Wise and Dream of the Nioh, Dream of the Demon. Wise, Demon, and Nioh is this is what I used. And appreciate all of y'all coming through, showing some love, man, watching the stream. We're gonna be back tomorrow with another set. I believe it's gonna be my Moonlighter. I'm pretty sure, but yeah. That is the run. I'm gonna play a song for you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Deuces, y'all.